today to voice my strong support for General David Petraeus to be confirmed as our nation's top military commander in Afghanistan. I want to say that I have had a great experience with General Petraeus and also watching him from afar. When he introduced the concept of the counterinsurgency in Iraq and embedding our troops with Iraqi troops to try to train the Iraqi troops to do the security for Iraq as we were leaving, I had grave concerns about embedding our troops and the counterinsurgency because I feared for the safety of our troops and troop protection. I didn't want to publicly ask questions of his judgment or disagree with him, but I did ask him to come see me and explain this to me so that I would feel more comfortable. Which he did. He came to my office, he walked me through it, he gave me confidence that it could work. And then later, when he was in Iraq and I was taking one of the trips that I have made to Iraq, the first place that General Petraeus sent me to see was the Iraqi police station with our embedded troops. He clearly, he never said a word to me about my questioning of how it would work, but he sent me there, and then later that night I was able to have dinner with him and Ambassador Crocker, and I said, I know why you sent me to the police station, because I had questioned how you were going to protect our troops, and I became a complete believer in General Petraeus and certainly how they do protect our troops as we are also teaching the foreign forces to take on their own security. So I do have complete confidence in this man. What I don't have confidence in, Mr. President, is the mission that he is being given, because I sense a mixed message. I sense a mixed message from the President and a division in what our members of the Senate are saying, even as they questioned General Petraeus yesterday. And here is my concern. We know that you can't set a hard and fast deadline and say our troops are leaving no matter what the conditions are, and gain the confidence of the people on the ground that you are going to see the mission through. Now, it seems that our mission should be clear, that we are going to prepare the Afghans for the security of their country and also assure that the Taliban and Al-Qaeda cannot get a stronghold that would allow export of terrorism to America and other freedom-loving countries in the world. That should be the clear mission. I believe that is the mission that General Petraeus understands, and I think that is what President Obama is saying. But my concern is this questioning of General Petraeus by members of the Armed Services Committee about the withdrawal date. The President has said firmly the withdrawal is going to be July of next year. General Petraeus is very careful in every answer that he makes to say conditions on the ground will dictate when we withdraw. July is the date. We acknowledge that, he says, but it will also depend on conditions on the ground. Now, I just hope that we will have a united United States Senate, a united House of Representatives, and the President of the United States acknowledging that we must have the confidence of the people on the ground in Afghanistan and also the confidence of the enemy, the Taliban and Al-Qaeda, that we are not going to leave in July if there are not conditions on the ground for the Afghans to repel the evil forces of the Taliban and Al-Qaeda. So, Mr. President, as we vote today on the confirmation of General Petraeus, I am voting for this general because I believe in him. I believe in his creativity. I believe in his military judgment. And I want to make sure that he has everything he needs to do the job we're asking him to do. He has proven that he can do the tough job. He changed the atmosphere in Iraq, and he did it the right way, and he protected our forces as he was doing it. So we must assure that we give him the same level of confidence and support in Afghanistan to do the job there, because it is clear that the place where al-Qaeda and the Taliban are operating is from that area of Pakistan and Afghanistan, and we cannot allow them to strengthen their efforts to be able to export terrorism to our country again. At the same time, we've got to make sure that there's not a bullseye on the back of our troops in Afghanistan because the enemy thinks we're leaving no matter what. Conditions on the ground are the prerequisite. And I hope the President has given General Petraeus the level of confidence that I feel in him and that I think our Senate will show to him today to do the job as he sees fit, because he's going to have the boots on the ground in Afghanistan. I've been to Afghanistan, as have most of my colleagues. I know how tough it is, the terrain, the type of government that they have had throughout their centuries. And it is not adaptable easily to our concept of governance. So we have to work within a framework that is very difficult, both geographically as well as in the governance structure. And I'm voting for General Petraeus today because I know this man can do the job. And I hope that the President will give him the free rein to do the job that we are asking him to do. And in the process, protect our troops and protect him as they are doing this very tough job with everything he asks us to provide to him to finish this job and make the Afghan people safe, give them the ability to create their governance in a way that works for them, and to protect the people of the United States from any further terrorist attacks. That is when we will be able to say, mission accomplished. And General Petraeus can do this job. We must give him the backup so that he can be successful. Thank you, Mr. President, and I yield the floor.